My name is Jesper, Anker, and I'm joined by Julian, Chu, and Bobson. I'd like to welcome you all to the weekly rant. How are you guys doing?
Hi.
Excited.
So last week we actually voted on should Bob change his name, not his name, his intro. Should he change his intro or not? And you guys didn't use majority rule, and like 16 said yes and 12 said no. But Bob, why won't you change your intro?
Well, I would only change my classic signature intro if the decision was unanimous, which it was far from.
So guys, we'll be making another poll. If you all, well, again, no, you would rig it because you would say no. I guess we can't do that, guys. You're gonna have to live with a high forever and ever, guys. I think it's just gonna be a fairy tale ending one day. He's gonna live happily ever after. But let's get on to the topics. There's some very good topics this week. One of them I'm looking very forward to, but it's gonna be the last topic of this weekly rant. So stay tuned. First of all, the cycling season kicked off today. I guess. Well, it really kicked off with an Australian National Championship, but it really kicked off today with the People's Choice Classic, the first World Tour race of the season. Chu, run us through what happened in this race.
Okay, this race was a criterium 30 lap, very high pace and all flat. We had a little group going to break, not much, probably only got about 30 seconds max, let's say, and it was an interesting sprint because Marcel Kittel was the unbackable favourite, and there was a huge battle to get on his wheel. So everyone was trying to get on Marcel Kittel's wheel. We saw Greg Henderson just go crazy, just elbowing everyone, getting everyone out the way so he can get on Kittel's wheel. But at the end, Kittel was just a bit on a higher level. It's fair to say. He won it. It wasn't as much as everyone thought he would win it, but he did win it. I mean, when you watch it, you knew he was going to. It's clear that he won. So it's really close. If you look at the other sprinters, there was not much in it. From second all the way to 10th, there's less than the whole bike length. So it is very close, and we should get excited for the up and coming Tour Down Under. There's going to be a few sprints up for grabs, and there's a whole host of sprinters to battle out for it.
That's true. I think if Kittel does not win the stage, I'm talking about San Antonio now. If Kittel does not win the sprint stage, I think anyone else can win it. From watching this, it's every man's game. Like, anyone can win it. Because on screen right now, you're seeing a very long lead up from Corn de Court. I also think we should give some credit to Corn de Court because he lit out Kittel so good.
That lead out was legit. Like,
yeah, what was that, like 100 meters, 200 meters, just full out sprint on his own?
They said there was at least 600 to 700 meters just flat out going at it. He was, because when I was watching it, like, they didn't have that many guys on the train, and then Colin de Court was forced to just go, and then he went and he like died, and he just tried to keep going, and like the pace slowed down, and then people were starting to go around Kittel before he launched. So it was an interesting sprint.
It was a very good race. I'm looking forward to the Tour Down Under because I hope Kittel doesn't win all stages because I want to see all these sprinters like do this again. Because Greg Henderson was playing dirty.
You know, there's probably only 2 stages I think Kittel's going to win. The rest are going to be a bit more tougher because of the climb. So I think the Adelaide to Adelaide and then the first stage. So it was like that last year. Last year, everyone thought Kittel was going to do well, but he really didn't have a real opportunity to the last stage. Greipel showed different. He could climb a bit, so that's why Greipel could succeed a bit.
Let's move on to something that Bob also knows something about, because Bob, you didn't watch this race because it was late night for you, right?
I just watched it on Cycling Hub, but yeah, I wasn't really into it. Just kind of, yeah.
Too late. It was early morning for me, and it was midday for Chu, so it was perfect for us. Well, let's move on to the next topic. Eurosport released their race calendar, like what they're going to be broadcasting this upcoming season. And some things are let out, like some races are no longer streaming like they did last year, which is a shame. But they also had a new races like the Tour de Yorkshire. Bob, which of these races are you looking most forward to and why?
Well, I mean, just regular Ardennes. I mean, new races?
Yes, just take what you want.
Like, I always love the, I feel like in March, those first week-long stage races, Nice and Tirreno, are usually pretty action-packed because they're, like, the first chance for the GT contenders to really get out there, so I'm excited about that. I think it's a little strange. Is Tour de Suisse not being shown?
Does not look like it, no. Now there's Tour de Romandie. I can't seem to find Tour de Romandie.
And yet, they are definitely showing the Les Samin. So
I think there's a cutout bit, maybe. No.
No, because May continues on the next page.
yeah,
Uh-huh. No, they're missing 2 of Swiss, 2 of Romandy. They're also missing 2 of Oman, 2 of Dubai, 2 of Qatar. No, Dubai's on there, sorry. But 2 of Qatar is also missing. These are all good February races. Like, 2 of Qatar last year was so good that it's kind of a shame they're not live streaming it. I hope that another outlet is going to show it, because I know that Cycling Hub, myself included, wants to see these races. But, Chu, what about Tour de Yorkshire? It's a new addition this year. What are you expecting out of this race? It's a 3-day stage race.
Yeah, well, I don't know what to expect right now. We'll see who goes there. Races like these are impacted by which riders go to it. So that's going to determine how good that race is. When we talk about other races that aren't shown, I think there should be other outlets that will show it. I know SBS, they show Swiss every year.
Mm-hmm.
So they're probably most likely going to show it. But the race I'm looking for is Omelette Head News Player, which
It's gone.
I can't.
Not on here.
Yeah, it's gone.
Also, Kurmbasal Kun is also delayed coverage, which is horrible. Like, Omloop and Kun was so good last year.
Those are races that I really want to see, like the pre cobbles races. That's when we like first find out like who's really there this year, like who's really going to be the one. So
also,
it's kind
Tour
of
de
disappointing.
Fjords is also delayed coverage, not live this year. And I gotta say, Norway's terrain is so great for bike racing. The stage last year when Lars Peter Nordhag attacked and won it. If you have not seen it, go on Cycling 14, find it. It is amazing. The scenery is just good. I mean, there were no spectators, so it's kind of like Dubai, but just the overall scenery with the mountains, the ocean in the background, the wind, it's just epic, guys. Tour of Norway and Tour de Fjords is worth watching. But overall, I think there's still some good race quality on Eurosport. I mean, you have the 3 Grand Tours, of course, and all the Pro Tour races, and I think... By the way, what is Tour of Trenton? I've never heard of that before. Any of you?
nope.
No.
I guess we'll have to wait and see what that is when that comes
There's
along in April.
asterisk next to it. What does that mean? Is it delayed or?
No, it's not on French television.
Oh, okay.
Now, if there's 1 star, it means it's not on French television. 2, it's only British television, I think. I'm not sure. Well, if you want to know more about this, go on Twitter. Go find Jose Bien, or Tour de Jose, she's named on Twitter. She is the Dutch commentator for Eurosport, and she tweets out a lot of stuff like this, so make sure to check her out on Twitter. Let's move on to the thing that I'm very excited about, Velogames. If you know me, you know that I like to bet, I like to do fantasy stuff. Fantasy football, fantasy League of Legends, fantasy cycling, fantasy basketball, fantasy soccer. I'm doing all that stuff. I love it. I love to predict the future. So, Cycling Hub is of course hosting a Velogames League, so look out for that. Go in the forum and you'll see the league right here. It's out here, go on the forum and find that. But, we're going to do a weekly rant team. We're gonna do an expert team. We're gonna call ourselves the name BJJBCA. It's a mix of all the names, and then we have the team name, which is Weekly Rant, and we're from Antarctica. Let's go through this, guys. We're gonna predict 9 riders, or we're gonna pick 9 riders for a team, and we're gonna go by majority rule. So 2 out of 3 votes are needed to get a guy on the team. So Bob, rider 1, who do you want to get? Who's necessary? Can you speak? Who do you really want to get?
Nathan Haas.
You agree to?
Sure.
I do as well. I think Nathan Haas is very important. Why is Nathan Haas very important?
He has basically an entire team behind him, and it includes very good domestiques. Plus, he's been named absolute leader, and he did very well last year. He's also Australian, so he gets a country bonus. I think that he's a really good pick.
If you watched our race preview earlier this weekend, you would have seen that Bob predicted Ryder Heschel and Nathan Haas to work together, but from an interview we read on Cycling Quotes, Ryder Heschel said he's going to work for Nathan Haas, so Nathan Haas' value goes up like a lot. Next up, Chu, who do you want to get as rider number 2?
I think we should build our team with riders we know are definitely going to do well. I really like riders like Luis Leon Sanchez, who I think it's pretty valuable at 10. So I'm looking at someone like him.
I like how you back up your statement saying, I really want someone that's good, and you pick the most wildcard jokerish rider.
I actually really think he's going to do well. Like, legit.
So you want to...
Depends how much you want to spend. We can pick him later, see how much money we got.
Mm-hmm. What do you say, Bob? Luis Lin Sanchez, what is your opinion on this wildcard Spaniard?
I vote yes.
You say yes? Well, that's majority rule then, I guess. 2 versus 1. That's just explain this to you. Why are you so certain he's gonna do something?
All these stages are like suited to him, and Astana have given him the lead. And I think he's just got signed for a reason. He can ride, and I think we'll definitely see him do well this early on this season.
Okay. I see. But, alright, we spent 22 points. I think it's time to get a rider equal to 22 points. I don't think you can go into the Twitter and under without picking Richie Port. I think you need him. He's going to be the guy in the end with the most amount of points scored. Otherwise, it's going to be an upset because I can't imagine anyone else getting the same amount of points as Richie Port. He's probably going to win 2 stages and have the yellow jersey afterwards, which is worth a lot of points. I think we need Richie Port. What do you guys think?
Sure. It's definitely tough to build a team without him.
Majority rules.
Crashes.
I agree. We need him.
3 versus 0. That's always good when we all agree on something. Rider 4, Bob. Back to you.
I think that a good pick now would be a sprinter. However, I don't know of any sprinters would really be a surefire pick besides Kittle, and I don't think Kittle will do anything. So I'm going to put 2 out there: Mark Renshaw or Lobato.
Okay, let me say something then. Mark Renshaw worked for Johnny Mearsman today, didn't he? I'm pretty sure Phil Liggett said that.
He still got 10th.
That's bad though if you work for Johnny Mearsman.
Where was Mearsman?
What, like 8th? 8th or 7th? I wasn't really impressed by the Ethics Quickstep train, so... And Lobato got 2nd. Lobato had the nose to find his way onto the podium.
Yeah, I like Lobato.
I think he's going to do it again.
Lobato.
Let's pick Lobato. I think we all can agree on this one. Normally, Velogames have restrictions on the archetypes of riders you can pick. You can only have 2 sprinters, 1 clear-cut leader, 2 climbers, 3 domestics, and 2 free riders. For the Velogames to 2 and under, I guess they just let you have free terms, which is good. I mean, we can pick whoever we want.
Well, there's really no climbers in this race, like pure climbers that they could make you pick.
That is also true. Chew, rider number 5. Who do you want?
Yeah, what are we looking at? Depends what type of rider. A cheaper rider or...
We have 44 to spend.
On how many?
On 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 riders. So that's like what, 10, 11 and a half? 10
okay,
and a half
we can what we can do is get someone cheaper, like out of the 4 or 6, and then we can get still a decent rider. But is any of these riders still worth picking, like at the top tier?
Tuskegee Grome.
I'm looking at
Geraint Thomas. 8 points.
He's not going to do anything if they're going for Richie Port.
True. Courtney Porter's a lead-out man. Duracell's got in leadership. He's not going to do anything.
I'm thinking Simon Clark is decent at 8.
But I don't think they're going for Clark though. I think they're going for Impey. I mean, they stated, or at least Impey stated in the Orchid Greenwich backstage pass that he was trying to go for like a top 10 finish. So where does that leave Clark then?
I don't think he can climb though. Impey can't climb.
He outclimbed with Evans before on Velonge Hill. It's not really a climb, it's more of a hilly race. And Impey has won 2 of Alberta before, which is also a hilly race.
I don't think we should get Impey though. I don't.
Impey's worth is too much, I think.
14, yeah. It's a really big risk because OGE could go for anyone. I still think they can. Let's have a look.
So far we have Nathan Hayes, a Haas, sorry, Luis Sanchez, Richie Port, and Juan Jose Lobato. We're missing 5 riders. So far we have...
Craig Henderson is decent at 6.
At 6?
Yeah.
That's at 6. Low. What?
Yeah, that's pretty good for 6.
Yeah.
You really have to get a rider? That's not
if
bad.
If you're looking at 6, I'm thinking Walter Whippet, Gregory Henderson, maybe still Von Hoff.
Well, if we take Henderson, we could get 4 10-point guys.
Yeah. 3 10-pointers and 1 8-pointer. But yeah.
Oh. Didn't see that.
But yeah, there's definitely... I don't get why some of these guys are ranked 8 points when some of them below them could get like plenty of points compared to them. Yeah, I'm also looking. It's looking. So we all agree that Gregory Henderson is a good pickup for 6.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
What are we missing? No, we have 2 sprinters. We probably like. You really get a lot of points if you can predict first, second, and third on the GC.
Okay, we need another GC guy. I think,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Because Nathan Haas is going to be 5th, 6th at most. Luis Vincenti is going to be lucky to get top 10, and Richie Porter's going to win. Who's going to be that second guy? Who's going to get second? I say Impy.
I think Pozzovivo, but I don't think he's worth the money.
I think we go for more of a. I'm liking like a more of a climber sort of guy.
But is it really a climbing race though?
I'm not looking at a pure climber like Ryder Hesjedal or Michael Rogers. I'm thinking someone who can still climb a bit though. Maybe a Tom Dumoulin.
Well, they're not going for Tom Dumoulin. I think they're going for Simon Geschke. But I think
I would take Geschke.
I don't even know. That's the thing though, because we don't know who they're going for.
Even someone like
actually
Again or Chavanel. Chavanel at 8 is pretty decent.
I think they're going for Tom Dumoulin because Geschke was in the lead-out train today of Kittel, and Tom Dumoulin was not. Tom Dumoulin was saving energy, so they might be going.
Is there really? I mean, Tom Dumoulin, he's a pretty good puncher, pretty good climber, but he's like
he's not up there.
He usually gets his better GC placings because he won a TT.
Outside is Thiago Machado. If they go for him,
I've seen people say that. But they also have Caruso.
Yeah, Caruso.
That could be a conflict of interest on that team, but having both Caruso, that can climb, and Machado. I mean, how good is Machado really?
He came 3rd or 2nd overall in GC in this race like 2 years ago or last year.
Machado?
Yeah. When the year when was it Tom Yelter selected one?
Is he going to be giving leadership though? That is so difficult because. Okay, who did we mention in our preview that could do good in the climbing? So we had Richie Port, Simon Gerrans, Kettle Evans. I'm thinking of where I can actually look that up right now. Let me look that up for you guys right now. Oh, that's messing up with. Let me go to desktop. Let me go to pictures. Let me go to riders. These are all the riders we mentioned in the first race. We had Simon Geschke, Simon Clark, Michael Rogers.
I'm not thinking Rogers.
Yeah.
Sure, he could do well, but I don't know. He's
Henry
not.
Hustler. I don't know. Actually, this is really tough to pick.
The climbers are the toughest. I'm thinking.
You could go full sprinter and just hope it's not a climber. Like I was thinking Dale Impey here.
Well, longer hill is still tough though. It is. It's not easy. I mean, it was very. Last year, it was only Gerrans, Evans, and Port. It was only those 3 who survived it.
That's true.
Really.
Okay, what do you guys think about Dale Impey? Is that a no-go from you guys?
Yeah, no.
I think there's too much risk.
I would really love Dale Impey though. Rider 6. Who else? Let's see. Who else is there to get? Okay.
I think we either take Caruso or Machado. We go for one of them because
Who do you want? Do you want Machado or do you want Caruso?
I'm thinking Machado.
Let's go for Machado then. How many points is he at?
8.
At 8?
Yeah.
Did I go over him yet? Thiago Machado. I guess if they're going for him, I mean, it's a big risk, but risk is there to be taken. So we can go for 3 guys at 10. Or big and less. I mean, there are guys at 6, so if we really want a guy at 14, we can get him. Can also go for 16 and go for 4, I guess. We've got Roger Klug for 0, I mean, if you want to steal.
Is he riding or?
No, why is he at 0? Is there any...
Because he's worth nothing compared to
There's
Gurmey.
a lot of valuable riders at 6. We could get, if you really want Pozzovivo, we could take a punt on him.
You want Pozzovivo?
I have no clue what form he's in.
You really have no clue what most of these guys' form is. I think he's a good guy at being punchy and being a climber.
I read that one of the tipsters that we follow, as I mentioned before, cycling betting on Twitter, had an inside guy in Australia who talked to Puts of Evil. He's like he carries bags at the hotel that they're staying at, and he talked to Puts of Evil, and Puts of Evil said he was informed. So cycling betting put some money on Puts of Evil. So
I would take him.
Let's do it. I guess. So that leaves us with 6 plus 6. Leaves us with 2-6 guys. I mean, so far I like the team except for Luis Sanchez.
2-6 guys is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of guys we can pick from at 6.
Okay, so Bob, you just picked Puts of Evil. Who do you want next?
I mean, we could always take a 4 as well.
I think
Gourmet.
they're still. If you guys don't know who Gourmet is, go back and Pro and Kia and watch him with the MLC Vuelta a España. That is where Gourmet really made an appearance in this community. Vought of Whippet only did good today because it was a criterium. I don't think he's going to do better in flat stages. I think he's overrated.
I also agree. I mean, there's really nothing that stands out to me.
At 4, definitely, there's no one that stands out.
No, I agree.
What about 8?
At 6,
8.
Don't we have enough? We also have enough for a 10 and a 4.
I'm
at
looking at
6,
8.
at 6, let's have a look. I like Walter Whippet.
Gee, I don't know. I don't. I think he's only going to get 7th, 8th, and 9th from now on.
Yeah, I agree. Nobody really stands out because the start list isn't that good.
Moreno Moser? Or no, he's not going.
No, they're going for Nathan Haas.
I still like Simon Clark at 8.
Yeah, you know what? I would second that.
Simon Clark at 8?
Yeah.
Okay. Simon Clark, where are you? I can't. There's
Jeez,
so
all
many.
these quick
There's
step
so
guys,
many.
so-
There you go.
Yeah, I saw him. That leaves us with 6.
6.
So that's pretty good. We can get a 6 guy. Who do we want for 6? I was looking at a few guys. Can't really tell. Tashevic is good, but for some reason they sprinted for Selig. Rudiger Selig, like Katusha. I don't know why. Like Alexei Tashevic was really good in the last season, and then for some reason they sprinted for Rudiger Selig instead. I was kind of disappointed about that. There is Steele Van Hoff that I know you've spoken up
Yeah.
before.
You know, I take him. I think he stands out of the 6 guys.
Mm-hmm. I actually like this team a lot. What do you think, Chu?
Yeah, I think it's pretty balanced. If we look at it, we got some climbers, we got sprinters, and I think that's what suits this. I think we got guys with
I
X
agree.
factors.
So guys, go on velogames.com, enter your name, enter your team name, enter your team nation, enter your riders, then press submit team. Then I'll show you how to join the Cycling of Velogames League. For this very particular Velogames League, there won't be a prize, but in the future, you'll be able to win Eurosport Live packages. Like, you can watch a month of Eurosport Live for free on Cycling Hub's behalf. So, in the future, keep an eye out for this, because it's definitely worth getting if you want HD live streaming. So, you take this code, you go down to join mini leagues. The code will also be in the description, probably also in the comment section. You enter league code, you press submit. And then you can go to the... first of all, you have to press confirm entry, by the way. Otherwise, you don't join the team. And then you can watch league entries, and you can see who's all in the league. So far, Team Cycling Hub is in the league, which is Fayaskache, Alejandro's Decibels from Mass Larsen. There's the Team Weekly Event, there's Team Drumsticks, and there's Sky Topers. So you can name whatever you want. You can go and change your team outfit. This one is just for fun, but the future Velo games will have a prize in it. So use this one to practice your picking skills, and then apply that to the next Velo games. Anything else you guys want to add before we round off this weekly rant? I was going to say Velo games.
Yeah, that's a pretty good week.
I agree. Look forward to next week, because then we're going to be reviewing the Santos Tour Down Under and Tour de San Luis. It's going to be epic, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next Sunday.